What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shocker, the Dynasty Hedgehog here with our LCD Week 2 Team Builder, where we will go on against Rin. Very excited for this matchup because I think we have a better matchup than we did on Week 1. If you guys didn't see Week 1, spoilers in 3, 2, 1. And a yawn. We unfortunately lost that game, but we had lost, I think, only 3-0, so it wasn't the worst. We didn't finish bottom of the barrel of the division, so that's really, really good to know right there. We do have more chances to make the playoffs, and this I think is a matchup where we have a decent chance of doing so. So, looking at the matchup that Rin's team is, they have Tapu Fini, Mega Sceptile, Thunderous Incarnate, Entei, Malamar, Mesprit, Cofagrigus, Hydreigon, Probopass, and Hippowdon. Now, looking at their team, looking at the terms of typing and what I could see from them, I don't think Hippowdon makes a lot of sense. I don't think Probopass makes a lot of sense. There is a chance that we could see Hydreigon still. Hydreigon definitely could be a bit of a nuisance if they find a way to do so. And I definitely think Cofagrigus has a very strong chance to show up as well, just because it could be a Dauntless Shield variant with Body Press, and definitely could be very annoying for our team. But for the main six, I think Mega Sceptile comes just because of its elite speed. Plus, I can also see this thing running Dragon Dance or Scale Shot. Just being able to set up and outspeed my Regieleki and just be able to destroy it. So there's definitely that. I think Thunderous Incarnate makes a lot of sense. I think its dual typing plus the coverage moves it has is very, very good in terms of what it can be against our team. So there is that. Excuse me. Excuse me there. I also just overthink that it's going to be a very annoying Pokemon to deal with. I think Tapu Fini makes a lot of sense. I can see like Toxic Heal Fini. I can see Primordial Sea Fini. Just shut down Houndoom. The good news is though, if it is going to be Primordial Sea, we shut that thing down real quick and basically neutralize it, which is really good. Entei, I think, definitely comes, and I don't have a really good fire switch in, and plus, Entei is more likely going to run Galvanize, which you guys don't know what Galvanize does. It takes normal type moves and make them electric, so I can definitely see that being run against Entei. There's a possibility we could see Scarf, and if it's Scarfed, that's definitely worst case scenario, but I've got some ways around Scarf Entei if that's the case, but I definitely think Banded makes the most sense because it's going to hit my team the most hardest against me, so. It also could be Refrigerate with having, the E-Speed for Ice-type coverage against my Dragapult, so that's definitely something that can be a possibility as well. But then there's Malamar. Malamar can be a lot of interesting things. Dauntless Shield. It could definitely be a few other type of sets, but I definitely think it could be there. If we don't see Malamar, then I could maybe see either the Cofagrigus or Hydreigon switching that out. Mesprit, I think, comes mostly because Mesprit's going to be his rocker for this matchup. If I don't think Hippowdon has a really good matchup, I think Mesprit can kind of run Dauntless Shield, or it could run Unaware, it could run Filter. Definitely could see it running Rocks. Rocks is definitely a very annoying aspect. I definitely can see it being its main way of pivoting in this matchup as well. So there's that. So now let's go ahead and go over the team that I personally did by myself. I did not get help from steering or anyone else. They maybe mentioned something. I might make some tweets, but this is what my original idea was. So first off, we're kicking off with Life Orb, Sheer Force, Dragapult, and this thing can kind of just win after some chip damage. Dragapult pretty much just claims a KO every single time. DDN's just there for the speed control, which is very much important there. If we get one DDN's up, we are faster than Mega Sceptile, and guarantees us also faster than most Scarfers on his team. Thunderbolt really just checks Finny. Finny, like, Shadow Ball into Thunderbolt kills Finny, which is really, really good. So I could freely run Shadow Ball against a lot of things on his team. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I've been so tired today and yawning. But D-Dance just ensures that, and plus D-Dance does help with Dragon Dart's damage, which is really, really good. But Life Orb Shadow Ball is pretty much what I'm mostly clicking this matchup. It guarantees a KO or 2 KO. It's about everything on his team, unless something is very, very specially defensive. But we're running 105 in HP for the odd number in HP, so we take the less recoil damage that we can from Life Orb. 16 in attack just because there are extra EVs to go there. Max special attack and 136 speed, which again, besides the Mega Sceptile, outspeeds everything in my opponent's draft. So definitely Dragapult can definitely put in a lot of work this game. Making his debut this week is going to be Tsunami the Gyarados, rocking with Intrepid Sword with Comberry. This is kind of more so detailed to always live a hit and get a free D Dance off. With having this Dragon Dance off, I will be faster than everything on their team, which is going to be really good information for us there in terms of that aspect. Dragon Dance, Ice Fang, Aqua Tail, and Power Up. Power Up is just there for the Finny. Aqua Tail just because I can hit everything else for super effective to neutral damage. And then Ice Fang, which helps with also dealing with the Thundy, but it's mostly there just to be able to deal with the Mega Sceptile. We're running Intrepid Soar because of the fact that I get that instant +1 attack. I can pretty much really just bait him into thinking I'm Choice Scarf. I could be Choice Bandit and just kind of lean him into thinking I am, and then that's where I'll just DD in front of him, and then boom, I'll be +2. I'm having that +1 speed. I can basically guarantee a KO, if not to a KO something, which is really, really good for us there. Running 105 in HP for bulk, max attack, and the rest in speed. This outspeeds a max speed modest. I believe outspeeds a max speed modest. No, I'm no speed. I'm pretty sure actually. I believe it outspeeds no speed Entei, and it's supposed to also outspeed no speed Thunderous, which I think is pretty much important. Again, one plus I get a +1. I'm faster than everything on this team. So up next, we got Bounce Man Rockin' Throat Spray. This was something I did hear from someone in a call a while back, and I actually thought it was a really cool idea. So we're running Throat Spray, Refrigerate here, Round, Thunderbolt, Extreme Speed, and Rapid Spin. If you guys don't know, Round is a sound-based attack, and usually with Throat Spray, if you guys don't know, if I get my attack stage raised by 1, if a certain sound move is activated. So the fact that Round will activate this will be really good. Round then gives me +1 special attack with Modest, which means there's going to be no switch-ins. And if there's any switch-ins, it's going to be a very limited switch-in. The good news is, too, is if I don't see Primordial C or Toxic Heal on Finny, then I'm going to instantly know that it is 100% Life Orb. And that is going to be something that's going to be really, really, Light Orb. Lightning Rod, which means that Finny is not as much of a problem against my draft, if anything else. So I think that's really, really good right there. Overall, it's going to be super good to have a Lucky in this matchup. I think Lucky can really have it there. We have Rabbit Spin there just because I want to have something potential hazard removal. Extreme Speed for the priority, and again, my main stat being Thunderbolt, but then Round can also kind of be useful if I need to in certain matchups. 50 feet for HP, max special attack, and 204 speed. This guarantees that I can outspeed max speed Sceptile, and it also means I can outspeed Scarf Hydreigon, which is very important as well. So overall, this thing can outspeed pretty much its Scarfers unless something gets +2, or if the Mega Sceptile gets to +1. Otherwise, I outspeed everything on their team, guaranteed, and this thing can just really go in. Up next, we have Super Indigo, the Galar Slow King here, or as we'd like to say, the Galar Slow Clean. So we have Trick Room, Slack Off, Sludge Bomb, and Scald. Max HP, 128 defense, 13 special attack, and 116 speed up with Bold Nature. Weakness Policy. This thing basically can just claim KOs. He doesn't have a lot of things to deal with this thing relatively well. Sludge Bomb plus Scald, pretty much just everything for super effective to neutral damage, which is really important for us there. I had to think of what kind of moves I wanted to go with, but I think this was right. We're also going with Dauntless Shield just to make this thing really physically defensive, because most of the times, a good part of his team is a little bit more physically defensive than especially offensive. So that's where we have some good special defensive bulk though, just to make sure we can take some hits. And max HP just gives us the ultimate longevity for this matchup. Weakness Policy basically allows me to really break down the team either early to mid game to end game, or end game, depending on the situation I have a Slow King in. So that's really, really good there. Also making their debut this week is going to be our Cerberus, the Houndoom. Now we are running the ability Drought on Houndoom. If you guys don't know, this was probably the main reason you saw Houndoom on our team, was the fact that I run Drought to make sure I get a Sun Up, which then goes into Solar Power, which will be the automatic ability that I get when I Mega Evolve. That's why I said when it came to the Mega Evolution Pokemon, they could run any ability in their pre-Mega forms except for Intrepid Sword, and then huge speed boost and stuff like that, just so they wouldn't be broken. But this helps Houndoom. This really helps Houndoom in a way. Now, even if they get the Primordial Sea gone, I generally don't need fire coverage for this matchup. Dark Pulse plus Sludge Bomb hits everything against my opponent's draft for neutral to super effective damage, which is really important to know right here. Now, this is just the pre-Mega stats, but I did need these calcs with the Mega stats in. With this speed investment, I do outspeed everything on their team except for Mega Sceptile. I outspeed max speed Thundy, I outspeed max speed Hentei, and everything like that. So really, pretty much this thing is going to be doing is just going to be breaking. Sludge Bomb and Dark Pulse, like I said before, is pretty much able to hit everything on their team for super effective to neutral damage. And at the Nasty Plot, I can pretty much one-shot to two-shot everything on their team if I get set up. And I have Destiny Bond on there, just kind of a last-ditch effort if I think Destiny Bond's really kind of needed in case I'm going to die. And then just set that thing off, which is kind of could be really good for us. It could not be. I didn't really figure out a fourth move. I didn't really need a fire type move, but I didn't know what else to kind of really put on here. So I decided just to put Destiny Bond as just a kind of some type of mini tech ability if I could. But Cerberus, designed to be mostly a breaker this matchup, not really do anything else. One of the potential win cons we could have here, though, is El Toro, my Tapu Bulu speed boost with the Aqua Berry, Swords Dance, Horn Leech, Stone Edge, and Mega Horn. If I get a +2 off and I get my +1 speed off, there is no switch in to Tapu Bulu on their team, which I think is really, really cool. Mega Horn, unfortunately, is my only coverage options against certain typings against their team. Mostly against the Mesprit, I would have to say, and also Mega Sceptile, I would have to say as well. Stone Edge is also the best move I have to hit things like Thunderous, plus the, what's it you call it? The, and Mega Horn is also important to hit Hydreigon as well. And then Stone Edge is there for Entei and Thunderous. Then Hornleech generally stab is really, really good. We are running Berry to live a hit from Entei from certain range. I think we can live it from pretty much any range out there besides under 50% potentially. But even under 50% is probably a roll. But again, Bulu here can just really put in a lot of good work against my opponent's draft. If I get a +1 off before anything else off, and I get my SD off, and I can somehow get a +2 off, with my speed, I'm starting to outspeed everything on their team at +2, and I can really just massively dent his team. So Bulu is 100% going to be a potential setup breaker for this game, and hopefully be able to claim a KO or two before it goes down. Bulu is designed to outspeed max speed. I believe this actually outspeeds no speed invested. Thunderous and Heat and Entei, one of the two. I'm pretty sure it's Thunderous, which is very important there because now we can actually get a speed boost off and be able to kind of run some speed investment there. I believe this also lets me outspeed a non-timid Sceptile, which there could be a possibility he could run timid just to make sure guarantee he outsped the Dragapult, but again, you never know. But Bulu, really good breaker this matchup. I think the team came out super well. I'm really proud of the team how it did. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys for week 2. And if you guys haven't already, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. We're now at 37 subscribers and over 3,100 views. So thank you so much for the love and support you've been giving me. And let's keep it going and keep it rolling. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.